So, for those of you who don't know me from my Twitter, my main platform in the Ninjago community is through my Twitter account. I'm a fairly active and prominent member of the Ninjago fandom there. Most of you subscribers already know this, but for any new viewers, here's some context on my friendship with me and another Twitter user called LegoBeef16. Me and this guy are great friends on Twitter, and we've been so for the past year, ever since I joined the Ninjago fanbase in February 2021. However, a major part of our friendship was a joke rivalry with us, always fighting and hating each other in the name of good fun. At first, some people believed we were fighting and actually hated each other, but by the end everyone knew we were great friends and they kind of already figured out what the joke was. So we kind of argued a lot of the time just as a bit of a joke, as a bit of a joke rivalry. We always talked about having another major fight, and the main reason for this was because actual drama in the Ninjago community on Twitter is so stale and dull and pointless about weird things, and it's honestly more fun to manufacture our own satirical dramas. However, as the joke got more and more traction, we kind of realised there's no point into fighting anymore, because everyone knows we're joking, and no one really believes in actual rivalry anymore. So, in the never-ending gap in content that we were facing due to the hiatus that crystallizes eternally on, we decided that we would make our own drama in a different way. This day, I have no idea where this comes from, but there was a popular troll account last year called Jeffy0987. This troll account last year existed with the gimmick that he hated the Ninjago redesigns, and everything with the Ninjago redesigns sucks. And because this was such a successful troll account, because everybody in the Ninjago fanbase on Twitter knows who Jeffy is, we thought, wouldn't it be fun to make our own? However, we said this gimmick would be it hates Wild Brain. We called it Sammy. Ninjago fan 19273, also known as Sammy, is basically a massive social experiment. Beef initially ran the Sammy account for the first day, but he gave me the login details so both of us could use this absolutely hilarious creation. Luckily, we were able to push the right buttons in the community, as the account was able to gain enough traction and enough support that it got a lot of attention, even on the first day. Another thing we were able to exploit to our advantage with the Sammy account is that the day we made it happened to be when that new Crystallized trailer dropped, so hating on that gave it a lot of attention. We then used it on and off for a week, and we're getting to tell some very, very close friends so they could be in on the joke. First we were told were Tori and a very personal friend Frosty because of, reasons. There were some hilarious things that came about in the first week, especially in regards to my friend AJ, who was convinced Sammy was not a troll account and was some actual lost kid. And he said this in a group chat containing me and Beef, which made us both feel quite bad for the guy. I told AJ about it not long after, as everyone in that GC thought it was his alt, which is quite funny. Sammy temporarily got added by another friend, who at this point also didn't know it was me and Beef. When someone was on there, I was alternating between accounts at lightning speed, and when someone was finally removed from the chat, AJ coincidentally arrived, so everyone thought it was him. It was flipping hilarious. The Sammy account then took a small break because I got logged out of it, and it slipped into the back of my mind with other life responsibilities. However, I logged back into it a few weeks ago and decided to make the account more active than it had ever been before. I got so many interactions that were just absolutely golden. Specific shout out has to go to Pluma Roger, someone I consider a good friend. I trolled him a lot, so much with this account, and there are some DMs I have with him about Sammy. I'm sorry I didn't tell you then, but it was just so funny to me, and I hope you find it funny now. Trist is another example of an entertaining one. Another good friend who had no idea I was behind the Sammy mask and also played along really well. To all of my followers who hadn't a clue who Sammy really was, I hope you found this social experiment entertaining. I'm going to leave you all with a montage of some of the funniest interactions we had using Sammy and the account, including some of which I legit had an entire argument with myself, which is hilarious to stage. Also, if any of you were genuinely annoyed about the Sammy account, sorry about that one. Hopefully you can see the hilarious side of it all now in retrospective, because it's been 2-3 months. Anyways, thank you for watching. People on Ninjago Twitter, thank you for putting up with the stupid joke. The fact that I don't know if many of you or any of you expected this is funny to me. Please comment below or whatever if you found Sammy annoying or guessed it or something. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with this montage of ridiculous Sammy instances. There's so many. I had so much fun with this. But also, if none of you on Twitter trust me ever again, I see why. Me and Beef, that is, because he put a lot of effort into this one too. If you want to follow Sammy and me on Twitter, and obviously Beef, all those links are in the description, and I will see you next time.